Have you ever gazed up at the full moon and you thought you saw a shadow? Maybe a man sitting under a tree? In Vietnam, that's not just a shadow, it's the figure of Uncle Chewy, forever looking down at us. Today, let's journey back in time to discover the incredible and the slightly bizarre story of how he ended up Sir. Once upon a time, Sir lived a kind and the hardworking woodcutter named Chewy. His daily routine was simple: head into the forest, chop firewood, and sell it for a humble living. But one fateful day, his life changed forever. Near a stream, he stumbled upon a tiger's den. 4 cubs were playing, but their mother was nowhere in sight. In a moment of panic, thinking of the danger they posed, Chewy struck them down. Just then, the mother tiger returned. Terrified, Chewy scrambled up the nearest tall tree to hide. From his hiding spot, he watched in disbelief. The mother tiger let out a sorrowful roar, then ran to a strange-looking tree by the stream. She chewed its leaves and placed the pulp into the mouths of her cubs. Within moments, as if by magic, the cubs stirred and came back to life, completely unharmed. Chewy was stunned. He had just witnessed a true miracle. Patiently, he waited for the mother tiger to lead her cubs away. Once the coast was clear, he climbed down, his heart pounding with excitement. He knew he had found something extraordinary. He carefully dug up the entire tree, root and all, and he started his journey home. Along the way, he saw an old beggar lying lifeless by the roadside. Remembering the tiger's miracle, Chewy decided to try the leaves. He crushed them and applied them to the old man, who, incredibly, woke up as healthy as ever. The wise old man, grateful for his life, recognized the plant. "This is a tree of life," he explained. "Take good care of it, but heed my warning. Never, ever water it with anything but clean, pure water. If you use dirty water, it will fly away to the sky." Chewy thanked him profusely, carried the precious tree home, and planted it in his garden, vowing to only use fresh water from his well. Word of Chewy's magical tree spread like wildfire. He became known throughout the land as a miracle worker, saving countless people from the brink of death. His most famous act was saving the daughter of a wealthy man from drowning. Overjoyed and indebted, the rich man offered his daughter's hand in marriage. Chewy and his new wife lived a happy and peaceful life. But happiness, as it often does in old tales, attracted envy and disaster. Enemies, hearing of Chewy's priceless tree, stormed his home while he was away. They tragically ended his wife's life and, to ensure she could not be revived, cruelly discarded her insides. When Chewy returned, his world shattered. He tried to use the magic leaves, but without her internal organs, she couldn't be brought back. In his moment of deepest despair, Chewy's loyal dog came to him, seemingly offering its own insides to save its mistress. Torn but desperate, Chewy performed the transplant. Miraculously, his wife came back to life. Filled with pity for his devoted dog, Chewy then skillfully molded new organs from clay, and the dog, too, survived. However, the new organs had an unforeseen side effect. His wife became incredibly forgetful. Chewy constantly had to remind her of the one crucial rule. "My love, please remember," he'd say, "the tree in the garden must only be watered with clean water. If not, it will fly away." But one day, while Chewy was out working, his wife, in a moment of complete forgetfulness, relieved herself right at the base of the sacred tree. Instantly, the ground began to tremble. The banyan tree pulled its roots from the earth, and started to float slowly, majestically, into the sky. Just then, Chewy returned. Seeing his life's treasure drifting away, he dropped his firewood and sprinted, making a desperate leap to grab onto the tree's roots, refusing to let go. But the tree's pull was too strong. It carried him higher and higher, all the way up to the moon. and that is where he remains to this day. So, the next time there's a bright, clear night, look up at the moon. You might just see the lonely silhouette of Uncle Chewy, sitting under his magical banyan tree, forever gazing down, perhaps waiting for the day he can finally return home. Thanks so much for watching this journey into Vietnamese folklore with me. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from around the world. See you next time.